After weeks of jury selection, opening statements could take place tomorrow in the trial of 3 white men charged with murder in the death of Ahmaud Arbery, a black man in southeast Georgia.
Today, the judge heard arguments and ruled on key motions over what evidence and witnesses the jury will be able to hear. Joe Henke today has been monitoring those arguments and joins us now with more on the decisions made by the judge today. Joe?
Well, Sheba, the decisions the judge made today are important as they will limit how attorneys are able to portray Ahmaud Arbery at trial and how attorneys will be able to describe Travis McMichael's actions leading up to the death of Arbery.
The defense has put up citizen's arrest and self-defense as their defenses. At the time of this incident, no one, not Greg McMichael, Travis McMichael, or Mr. Bryan, were post-certified law enforcement officers.
In court, the state argued against attorneys for Greg and Travis McMichael or William Bryan being able to use an expert in law enforcement use of force to explain Travis McMichael's actions. Defense attorneys, though, cited Travis's service in the U.S. Coast Guard, where he received certain military training, and certain actions in the video of the shooting could use explanation from an expert.
And we're entitled to corroborate the testimony of our witnesses through expert testimony.
Judge Timothy Walmsley, though, ruled that no one was acting in a law enforcement role at the time of the shooting, and he won't allow a law enforcement expert to testify. Walmsley previously ruled Arbery's mental health history won't be allowed as evidence. Today, the state argued against the jury knowing Arbery had a, quote, minute amount of THC in his system. Defense attorneys said marijuana and a psychiatric drug Arbery was supposedly taking can lead to aggressive behavior. The judge ruled against evidence of THC being in Arbery's system, as it would lead to Arbery's mental health being discussed in court. And Walmsley today also ruled on the use of body camera video from one of the first responding officers.
The substantial inflammatory nature of what that video is showing at that moment.
The video shows Arbery's body on the ground and his wounds from the shooting. Defense attorneys argued against it being used.
Very probative because it shows where everybody was, the condition of Mr. Arbery, what Mr. Arbery actually had in his hand.
Ultimately, the judge ruled to allow the video.
And ahead of opening statements tomorrow in this case, the jury is now set. It is made up of 11 white and 1 black jurors. The judge expressed concerns about the racial makeup of the jury, but also said he could not intervene in the process. His reasoning coming up at 6.